Oh, good morning, my people, my people. How are you this fine morning? Just thought I'd do a little quick half-hour live before I go down the gym. Yes, I got a bit of time to spare before I go down the gym, around about 12 o'clock. I thought I would do a live. This is quite interesting. Trolls and lovers. Yeah, it'll all end in tears. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to give you my take on this romantic liaisons, romantic liaisons on YouTube. Yeah, just a generalization. I won't be doing any name dropping or anything like that because, yes, that's not the thing to do. But I will give you my thoughts on what is going on at the moment, and this is very, very important for ladies out there. Beware of trolls, yeah, on YouTube. Because I think myself, like, that these trolls, trolls, the guys, there's some guys who are looking to, they're looking up to hook up with ladies who are innocent and may not be worldly wise even. They may not be worldly wise. They've got to be alert, ladies, be alert. I implore you to be alert and be careful on YouTube because there's a lot of trolls. There's a lot of trolls out there and they are using YouTube as an alternative social media platform from the mainstream dating sites. They're trying to hook up with women. They're trying to hook up with women who are probably, some of them, not all of them, but maybe some of them are quite naive. I will explain a bit more. Let's see if we get a couple of people come into the chat, yeah? We see if we get some people come into the chat. Like, if you get a couple in, at least you know you're not talking to the... I've got a couple of people ghosting, so that's good. That don't matter, as long as I can see some people up there ghosting. I think the sound's okay, and everybody can hear me. Yeah. But, yes, we don't want to make this too doom and gloomy. I don't want it, how can I put it? It's just a sort of... pardon me, it's just a sort of message that ladies should be alert and aware that there is trolls out there, and these trolls, some of them are trying to hook up with ladies. Oh, good morning to the one and only, the fantastic, the beautiful, gorgeous, opinionated Kaz. Blimey hell, they're all opinionated these days. How are you doing, darling? You all right? Yeah, she's keeping up them good opinions flying through. Oh, thank you, darling. She can hear me with the sounds. That's good. I've got a nice little sound check, so I can carry on with this. Yes, guys. What I'm doing at the moment is I don't want to what's the word? Frighten ladies, but they should be aware. I think the message is a good message. Ladies, beware, especially on YouTube, of these trolls who are using social media platforms as an alternative to mainstream dating sites. And it could all end in tears. Look, let me give you my take on just a generalization about couples on YouTube. You know, couples on YouTube. This is just a generalization. Do I think, and I will ask you the question, do you think that the people on YouTube, these sort of couples, if you want to call it, or whatever, do you think their actual relationships are real? Yeah, so say hypothetically you've got a couple, yeah? You've got a couple, yeah, on YouTube. You've got Mr. and Mrs. We're just using Mr. and Mrs. as an example. We've got a Mr. and Mrs. on YouTube who are portraying themselves to be a couple, right? I assume a romantic liaison is at play, but are these people actually, is this just a YouTube thing where they're talking to each other on the phone or WhatsApp or Instagram or whatever it is that they're communicating, but they're not actually a couple? This is a question. This is an interesting question, isn't it? An interesting question. The YouTube couples, are they just, how can I put it? There's a word for it. You know, when it's just like online, but they're not actually, they don't actually meet for real. There is a word for that, Kaz. See if you can think of that word for them, Darlene, about what that means. You know, when two people are just, there's a word for it, but it's not real. It's not real. It's like they're talking on the phone, they're on WhatsApp, they're on Instagram, but they're not actually really, they're not really meeting in person in real life and that. There's a word for this sort of thing, like, you know, this sort of thing when it's just online. There's a word for it. It'll come to me maybe in a minute, like, oh, cyber relationship. Hang on a minute, this could be it. That sounds good enough, Kaz. Yeah, there's another word, but that is the sort of, you're on the right track there. Cyber relationship. Yeah, well done, darling. That's good. But anyway, so you've got these people, and it would, it's like, I think this is my opinion. Yeah, this is my opinion, Kaz. Cyber relationship, or even if it is a real sort of relationship, you will find that these people on YouTube, right, you'll have somebody, we'll just use the hypotheticals here, right? You've got somebody that lives in Land's End, and you've got somebody that lives in John O'Groats. You've got a couple, yeah? Mr. and Mrs. Mr. lives in, say, we say Land's End, and Mrs. lives in John O'Groats. They meet on this social media platform, YouTube. We're not saying that this hypothetical couple, I'm giving you my example for it at the moment, are actually the guy's a troll. I'm just giving you a generalisation about if they are not if he's not a troll, say for example. So you've got Mr. from Land's End and you've got Mrs. from John O'Groats, and they actually bypass the cyber relationship and they meet, they hook up. So Mr. from Land's End, he's jumping on a train and he's travelling up to John O'Groats. Yeah. He's probably, excuse the pun, Kaz, but he's probably travelling up to John O'Groats to get his oats. Sorry about that. Sorry, apologies for that quip. That was a bit uncalled for. But Mr. from Land's End is travelling up to see Mrs. at John O'Groats, and they're hooking up. So he's travelling up there. Sorry, I can't stop laughing about this one. He's laughing. Sorry, he's travelling up there to John O'Groats. This isn't planned or nothing. I just, you know, when you're improvising, funny things can just crop up. So yeah, Mr. Land's End from Mr. Land's End is travelling up to John O'Groats to meet Mrs. His Mrs. online Mrs. And yes, and he's probably getting his oats up there. Anyway, let's move on to it. So he goes up there. Then a couple of weeks later or whatever, because look, you've got the distance, isn't you? The distance. We're using this as a hypothetical example. So then she, Mrs. John O'Groats, yeah, the Mrs. John O'Groats, she travels down to Land's End. So they're going back and forth. Travelling up and down by trains, right? Now, the distance, it could be something else. I've just picked Land's End and John O'Groats because this is hypothetical. It could be somebody like, we'll just pick out another one. It could be somebody in Liverpool travelling to, where will we say? We'll pick somewhere in Scotland. We'll say somebody from Liverpool travelling to, what could we pick? Edinburgh. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is you've got that hypothetical couple, wouldn't you? And they're travelling back and forth. They've actually bypassed the cyber element. They are not just talking online, like it's turned into a real hookup. We'll use that word. They hook up as a sort of couple, romantic couple, and they've met on the YouTube social media platform. Now, in all probability, this is all going to start off all lovey-dovey, innit? They're all travelling up and down on a train every couple of weeks. Mr. travels to Mrs.'s gaff. Mrs. is travelling up to Mr.'s gaff. I would predict, yeah, that Mr. or Mrs. or Mr. and Mrs. over a period of time, and it's not going to take long, they are going to split up, if you want to call it by way of a better word, split up. They're going to end this sort of relationship. It won't last. It will not last. See, this travelling back and forth, they're all loved up, aren't they, at the beginning? They're all loved up, aren't they? They're in what we call the honeymoon period. Do you know the honeymoon period? They're all loved up, aren't they? I'll get the train down this weekend. I don't know who that was. And the woman, I'll be down next weekend or whatever. Back and forth or travelling up and down like on these trains. Yeah. If they've got a bit of dosh, like, they could be flying up and down by aeroplane. Yeah, by aeroplane. And so we will say that anybody that has actually become a real couple via the YouTube, it's not going to last. The predictions are factored in, and it will all end in tears. It will all end in tears. Yeah. It will all end in tears. Now let's get on to the trolling element. The trolling element of the it will all end in tears, because there's these trolls. Yeah, the trolls are mainly, in part, I think it's probably the whole lot of the trolls who are trolling for ladies, you know. And look, they're not just trolling for naive ladies. They're generally trolling. I don't know what their game is, but they're trolling to try and hook up with ladies. And I'm starting to think that the trolling element is not just for romance, you know, like romance and that. I think these trolls are looking to use their whatever, their charm, if you want to call it by way of a better word. They're looking for sort of naive women that are looking for romance. And they start using YouTube as a alternative to social media dating sites. So what they do is they start being all chatting the ladies up on YouTube in chats and all that. And then I don't know, they might arrange to speak to them offline and all that sort of stuff. And ladies should be aware of this. I mean, the one I'm just hearing about, when I say the one, I'm talking about what I hear on actual live streams, that the trolls are so sophisticated. You know, these guys, trolls, these guys are so sophisticated at trying to charm the ladies. Oh yeah, I should have said, like, one of the reasons why, one of the chief reason for trying to charm the ladies and hook up with them, it's no primarily for romance. Romance is secondary. Romance is secondary. Yeah? Ladies think that these trolls are trying to chat them up to date them and all that, and take them out, socialising to the cinema, the pub, all that sort of stuff. So have it for a social life, like, you know what I mean? Like, but what they are doing, these trolls, their target and their objective is the coin. The coin. Yeah, they want to try and get the lolly off the ladies. That is the catchphrase. The lolly off the ladies. The trolls are trying to hoover up the lolly off the ladies on YouTube. Ladies, keep your purse closed. Keep your purse closed. I mean, I don't know if people have got purses anymore. Ladies don't use purses, but keep your little handbag, your little Gucci handbag, make sure you keep it well fastened up and the clasp closed on it, and do not let these trolls get their greedy fingers into your handbag to take your lolly, your hard-earned coin. Do not let them take your hard-earned coin. It's yours and you should protect it, because that's what they're up to. That's what they're up to, giving it all the charm, isn't they? Try to charm the ladies, but they have got alternative objectives. They've got alternative objectives they have. And I'm going to come on to the sophistication of these trolls, yeah? The sophistication of these trolls is amazing. It is amazing, the sophistication of the trolls. I've just heard the new one. Wait, you hear this one in a moment. Wait till you hear this one. Let's see if we can get some communications with anybody in the chat. I've got 5 people looking in anyway. That's okay. We've got a little audience. We've got a little audience there of 5 people. That is good. That's good enough. Anyway, people will maybe have a little look at this on replay. I'm only going to do another 10 minutes because I'm going to go down to the gym at 12 o'clock. But this is the new one that the trolls are doing. This is just, I've just heard this recently. Do you know what this new one is? From these troll, I'm trying to think of a word for them. Well, we will use the word devious trolls who are trying to charm the ladies to get coin. Do you know what they do? One of their new tactics is this one just came out of the air. This one. Look, I heard this. I heard this on a live stream. Yeah, I just heard a little bit on a live somebody's live stream, and basically what the trolls do now. To charm the ladies, to try and get into their handbags or Gucci handbags to get some coin. Obviously, they're giving the ladies the impression that they're up for a romantic liaison and all that. Oh yeah, I'll take you out, darling. I'll take you down the cinema. We'll go around the pub, darling, have a few drinks, listen to the music, you know, all that sort of stuff. But basically, they are trying to get the coin. They're trying to get their greasy fingers into the Gucci handbag of ladies and, you know, hoover up the coin off them. Hoover up the coin, that hard-earned crust. So anyway, getting back to how they're going to do this, this is a new tactic these trolls use. The new tactic these devious trolls do on ladies is, wait, you hear this one, wait for it. They do this thing called virtual, yeah? Oh, thank you, Kaz. This word virtual, you know the thing about cyber romance or whatever, cyber relationships. Yeah. Also, I think this is a word that's applicable as well. Virtual, innit? It's like it's online, innit? Virtual in the virtual world. Basically, what they are doing now, these devious trolls who are trying to charm the ladies with a view to getting inside their Gucci handbags to take their hard-earned coin, hoover up their hard-earned coin, is what they do to charm them. They'll do this new tactic of virtual dinner dates. Have you ever heard anything like this? Virtual dinner dates? Come on, what's going on, ladies? Get a grip of yourself. Be alert. These trolls are trying to do virtual dinner dates. Virtual dinner dates, yeah? How does that work? You got a troll sitting there on, what is it, on Zoom or something? You got troll on Zoom. You got Mrs. on Zoom, and you got Mr. Troll on Zoom, and they're having a virtual dinner date. I mean, I don't know how they do that. Do they make the same food, at either end? Do they say we're going to go for steak, chips, and mushrooms? They agree the menu. Steak, we're going to have to start with. We're going to have a prawn cocktail. They agree the prawn cocktail, yeah. We're just going with the prawn cocktail, yeah. Keep it simple. They agree on the prawn cocktail for starters, and then they say for main course we are going to have steak, chips, and mushrooms. We might stick a tomato on that, half a tomato on a steak, yeah. Steak, chips, mushrooms, and half a tomato for main course, and for afters, they agree. Are they going to go for a sweet? Something like, say, for example, what could they go for? We'll just stick with the rum baba, yeah? You could go for a rum baba, or else, alternatively to sweet, they might go for cheese and biscuits. Cheese and biscuits, yeah? But they agree the menu, and then they have the virtual meal. They have the virtual meal. Can you believe this? Yeah? Trolls and lovers. It'll all end in tears. I don't know how this works. This is comedy gold, isn't it? Mr. Troll's in his kitchen. Mrs. Innocent, sorry, Mrs. Innocent lady is in her kitchen, and they're both on Zoom, and they're both cooking up the meals. They're doing the prawn cocktails first. Oh yeah, I've got my prawns in. I've got my prawns in. It sounds like a Scottish woman is a woman. I've got my oh yeah, because she's from John O'Groats, isn't she? Yes, I've washed my lettuce, Mr. Troll. I washed my lettuce too. I'm just putting in the prawns now with the rosemary sauce. I've got my rosemary sauce as well. I'll put that in. The prawn cocktail is nearly done. I'm just chopping it. She says, I'm just putting the lemon on top. The little wedge of lemon. I've got my, Mr. Troll says, I've got my wedge of lemon on there already. Oh, you beat me there, she says. You beat me to the prawn cocktail. Come on, get a grip of yourself. What's going on there, ladies? Be alert, be alert. The trolls are devious. The trolls are devious and are using the social media platform of YouTube to hook up the ladies with a view of getting their greasy mitts into their Gucci handbags and taking their coin, hoovering up their coin. That's what their main objective is. And they'll do it by all means, like I'm saying, the virtual dinners. This is a new one. They're in the kitchen. They're just finishing up. Yeah, Mr. Troll and Mrs. John O'Groats, they are just finishing up the prawn cocktail, and they are now. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Says Mr. Troll to Mrs. John O'Groats. I'm doing my steak just now. Mr. Troll says, what are you? What? How are you cooking your steak? What are you going for? Rare, medium, well done. What are you doing with your steak? Mrs. John O'Groats, I'm going for... Make your mind up, Mrs. John O'Groats. I'm going for well done. Oh, she likes a well done steak, says Mr. Troll. Oh, you like the well done steak, darling, yeah? when he's giving it that darling stuff and all that, he's just softening her up so he can get his greasy hands into her Gucci handbag to take her coin. Yes, that's what he's doing, is Mr. Bloomin' Troll from Land's End. We use hypotheticals here. Mr. Troll from Land's End wants to get his greasy mitts to Mrs. John O'Groats's Gucci handbag and hoover up her coin. Yes, and they're doing this virtual dinner on Zoom. This is a new thing that these devious trolls, like, for example, Mr. Land's End is doing with Mrs. John O'Groats. They're having a virtual dinner. They've just knocked out the prawn cocktail and they're cooking now. They're cooking now the steak, chips, mushroom, and half a tomato each. Yeah, Mrs. John O'Groats has gone for the well done steak, and we haven't heard yet from Mr. Troll from Land's End what his steak's going to be. What is your steak going to be cooked at? Says Mrs. John O'Groats to Mr. Troll from Land's End. I'm going to go for rare. Whoa, see how sneaky he sounded there? Mr. Land's End had that sneaky sound there. Did you hear that? Yeah, he's gone for a rare steak. Oh, what she's thinking now? He's gone for a rare steak. She says it out loud. You're going for a rare steak? You're going for the rare steak, Mr. Troll from Land's End? She don't know he's a troll yet, so she's just calling him Mr. Land's End. Are you going for the rare, Mr. Land's End? Yes, I'm going for the rare, darling. I'm going for the rare steak. Her judgment's clouded at the moment, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, with this romance thing, you got to clear the mist, ladies, clear the mist. These trolls, yeah, these YouTube trolls, these guys are using YouTube as an alternative to a social media dating platform. And I'm just giving you an example of this virtual dinner. This is a new thing that they are doing, virtual dinners. They're doing virtual dinners. Mr. Land's End, the troll, is trying to hook up with Mrs. John O'Groats, the innocent lady who's looking for romance. But this Mr. Land's End, the troll, he's got his number one objective is to get inside her Gucci handbag and get his greasy mitts on her coin, her hard-earned crust of coin. This is what it's all about, people. So ladies, be very careful on this YouTube. Let me say good afternoon. Hang on, it's still afternoon there. Good afternoon to the one and only, the poet, the head poet, very, very educated guy. If anybody wants words of wisdom or anything, check out the fantastic Pablo Escobar. He is fantastic. All right, Pablo, I'm just trying to give an alert to the ladies. I've just seen new developments by these, these trolls that are trying to take advantage of innocent ladies. These trolls on YouTube are trying to take advantage of innocent ladies. And one of the tactics they're using now is the virtual dinner, Zoom, on Zoom. Yeah, we're just finishing off the main course, steak, chips, mushrooms with a half a tomato. And they've opted for, oh, hang on, she's asking Mrs. John O'Groats, the innocent lady, she's talking on Zoom to Mr. Land's End Troll. Mr. Land's End Troll. Yeah, Mr. Troll comes from Land's End. They're both on the Zoom doing the virtual dinner at the moment. And she asks him, she's just polished off her last little mushroom there. I think she enjoyed that. She done her steak well done. She says to Mr. Land's End Troll, what are you having for afters? He don't hesitate. I'm going for cheese and biscuits. He sounds like a blooming Scotsman that's went down to Land's End, didn't he? Let's hear him again. I'm going for cheese and biscuits. Oh, blooming hell. You always get some Scottish guy that lets people down. Look. So what? You... This is John O'Groats says, you're going for cheese and biscuits. You're going for cheese and biscuits, you say? She don't sound Scottish from John O'Groats, does she? You go for cheese and biscuits. I am going for cheese and biscuits. She says, you don't sound like you come from Land's End. Don't forget, she's down in John O'Groats. This troll, like, yeah, this devious troll might be living like half a mile down the road in John O'Groats. Because she's now thinking, she's heard the voice and she's thinking, but you've got that Scottish accent, haven't you? Oh, you got the Scottish accent. I went up to Scotland for a month to work on the oil rigs. And when I came back, I started talking like this down in Land's End. Oh, he came out with an excuse there, didn't he? He came out with an excuse there. Oh, Mrs. John O'Groats, be on your toes here. Keep alert, darling. He's trying to trick you. He might just be half a mile down the road for you down there in John O'Groats. Anyway, he's gone for the cheese and biscuits, he says. What was it he said again? Let's ask him. What did you say, Mr. Land's End Troll? What are you having for afters? I'm having the cheese and biscuits. He did say that, darling. Darling, he did say he's gone for the cheese and biscuits. What about you? What are you going, darling? What are you doing? What are you going for? I'm going to have the rum baba. Darling, this is a bit strange. He's got the Scottish accent down in Land's End. Yeah, Land's End Troll. Mr. Land's End Troll has got the Scottish accent, and you've got a blooming English accent up in John O'Groats. Yeah, what are you having? What are you having for afters? I'm having rum baba. Oh, look, ladies, please be careful out there, because this isn't made up. I'm not making this up. This is taken from a real case study, very, very real case study recently. That this is a new tactic that the trolls are using. A site for dating. They are using this tactic of the virtual dinner. The virtual dinner, lunch or breakfast, whatever time of the day it is, this is what they're doing. They're trying to kid you on, ladies. Be alert. Please be alert there, yeah? Please be alert there. Look, ladies, whatever you do, look, let me go back to the other premise, the thing about this YouTube trolls and lovers that will all end in tears. Let's put aside the element of the trolling, and we'll just go for this just summarize this thing about YouTube lovers. We'll look at that bit. Now, if anybody thinks that, we'll use a hypothetical here, yeah, we'll use another hypothetical. We've got Mr. We'll just pick two places. Mr. Let's pick a place. Mr. Scunthorpe. Yeah, this just came into my head. Mr. Scunthorpe. And let's pick another place. We'll pick Mr. Scunthorpe. I've got to get some distance. So I haven't got a map at the moment. I've got to pick two places that are quite a distance apart. All right, we'll go for Mr. Let's think of somewhere down. Right, we'll pick this one. Mr. Canterbury. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? I went on a day trip to Margate. We'll use this one. Mr. Margate. It's got a ring to it. Mr. Margate. That's on the south coast, and we'll go for Mr. Margate and Mrs. Manchester. So that rhymes like Mr. Margate and Mrs. Manchester. Now, so you see this couple, Mr. Margate and Mrs. Manchester, right? Well, we've put the trolling element to one side. We're just using these two. We're not saying that Mr. Margate is a troll, right? We're not saying that. We're just using this as an example, but of two people that they end up, they're online and they're having this, well, we think a relationship, but we don't know. Is it a cyber relationship? Is it a virtual relationship? In other words, are they talking on the phone? Are they talking on WhatsApp? Are they talking on Instagram? Are they communicating with virtual dinners on Zoom? You know, like that sort of thing, virtual dinners. This is the new one that the trolls do, the virtual dinners, the troll guys, but put that to one side. So we've got this couple, right, we'll see on YouTube, yeah? And they are Mr. Margate and Mrs. Manchester. Do you think that this relationship, right, we'll upgrade it a bit. Mr. Margate and Mrs. Manchester, they end up meeting and they actually are having a sort of a romantic liaison, right? Mr. Margate travels up to Mrs. Manchester at the weekend, stays there the long weekend or whatever, yeah? Thursday, leaves on the Sunday to get back, whatever. And Mrs. Manchester, couple of weeks later, she travels down to see Mr. Margate. She stays there for the long weekend. So they start doing this travelling back and forth on the train, up and down, staying at each other's gaffs at the weekend. So that is a sort of a real type of romantic liaison. Yeah, romantic liaison. If you want to call it a sort of relationship, it's a romantic relationship. They're meeting in real life and they're all lovey-dovey, etc. Right. Now, do you think, and I will give you a prediction. It don't matter who it is. See that distance from Margate to Manchester and people travelling back and forth in this hypothetical example. Do you think that the relationship or romantic liaison will last? It won't last. It will not last. Good afternoon to the one and only Chemical Gases. Hope you're well, sir. Hope all is well up in Bonnie, Scotland. And carrying on with the analogy here, yes. Do you think the relationship, right, this is a real relationship it has turned out to be from Mr. Margate and Mrs. Manchester travelling back and forth? Right, at the beginning, yeah, we call it the honeymoon period, yeah? You know, the honeymoon period at the beginning, they're all loved up and Mr. Margate's getting the train down there for the long weekend to Manchester. Oh yeah, I'll be down, darling. I'll be down there. I'll get the train at Thingy and I'll be down at Manchester Piccadilly station, I think it might be. I'll be there, darling. Oh, great. I've got something nice in the oven tonight. I'm cooking you a nice stew. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he goes, oh yeah. No stew again. Oh no. I've got some dumplings as well, darling, she says. Oh, thanks, darling. He's gone blooming hell. These dumplings are like dough balls. What are you doing, darling? Anyway, he's doing there. She's feeding them up and everything, yeah. So he's doing there. He's travelled all the way up from Margate to Manchester. And he stays for the long weekend. And everything's hunky-dory. So yeah, he takes her round the local ale house one night. They listen to the music in the pub. They've got a bit of karaoke in the pub and all that. Then he takes her down to the next night, the cinema. This is a honeymoon period, yeah? So the guy, Mr. Margate, he's up there, had a lovely weekend. Next week, 2 weeks later, weekend, yeah? Mrs. Manchester's down in Margate. Down to see Mr. Margate down in Margate. You know, they're out again, cinema, pub, all lovey-dovey, walking up to the beach, because the Margate's on the seaside. They're walking along hand in hand. They are walking along hand in hand, yeah, holding hands. Holding hands, you know what I mean? Is anybody, any use out there? Would you walk about with your partner holding hands? Would you? Would you walk about with your partner holding hands? Good afternoon to the Irish Blue Eyes. Hope you're doing well, sir. All is well. Yeah, yeah. And but I don't know. You know the thing about the holding hands thing. If I can just touch on that at the moment, like, would you walk about holding hands with your partner today? Today, if I said, I mean, some of you might be doing that, like walking about holding hands with your partner, walking down the street. What happens if you bump into some of your pals or something and they see you're holding hands with your partner? Be proud, guys. Be proud, yeah? If your partner... I don't want to discriminate here, but we'll just go for the norm, the social norm or whatever. If your partner, yeah, your partner, she puts her hand out to you and she sticks her hand out to you, waiting for you to take her hand, because you're just walking down the road. You're just walking down the road, just down to the city centre. You're going down to pick up some... What are you going to pick up? We'll have to stick with... You're going down to pick up some milk. Couple of pints of milk. You're going down there, you're just going down... Well, okay, we won't go far afield. You're just going into the local shops, but your partner said, oh, it's a nice day there. Let's go for a little walk. Right, I'm just going to get milk. Come on, let's go for a walk down there and we'll get milk. Yeah, and you go, okay, like, yeah. And you're walking down the road, she just sticks her hand out. And you look at her, you look at this hand, it's coming from the side. And you go, hang on a minute, you say to yourself, she's putting her hand out, what am I going to do? And then she looks at you with them eyes, no them eyes. Oh, hang on, I've got blue eyes in the chat. She looks at you with that. Sorry, that's a coincidence there. Yeah, but she looks at you with the eyes, and she's got lovely eyes, like, you know what I mean, like, and you like hypnotise you. They hypnotise your eyes, and she's holding her hand out, waiting for you to hold her hand, like a couple holding hands. What do you do? Do you grasp her hand and go, oh, darling, yeah, come on, we'll walk down. You know, she starts swinging her. You know, your hands are joined together, and she's rocking them back and forth. Oh, we're walking down the road holding hands. Ah. And you're going like that. You're looking about over your shoulder. Any of my friends, any of my pals about? Oh, what? What, you don't get spotted with your missus has you holding her hand walking down the road. Anyway, getting back to the thing about, so the back and forth, the honeymoon period, yeah. Mr. Margate, we'll speed this up because I've got to go to the gym soon. Mr. Margate, yeah, is travelling back and forth to Mrs. Manchester, and Mrs. Manchester is travelling back and forth to Mr. Margate. So they're alternating this every fortnight. Then it's, you know, every fortnight, then it starts going. This is the prediction. This is what happens. So it starts off that they're seeing each other every fortnight. Mr. Margate, Mrs. Manchester. The fortnight then becomes the month. Instead of going down and seeing each other every fortnight, it then becomes, they go up and down to see each other every month. Then before you know it, yeah, before you know it, it's 2 months. they're going up and down to see each other every 2 months. Then it might even go to 3 months. And that's when you're getting to the stage where that's it. The party's over, yeah? The party's over. It's going to end. It's going to end, yeah? It's going to end. There could be a trumpet. Somebody could blow a trumpet. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And when you hear the trumpet, the sound of the breakup, that's the trumpet of the breakup, we will call it. This is like a romantic couple, where you have a romantic couple on YouTube. The prediction is 100% in my book that these long distance romantic liaisons won't work. The only thing that it could save such a relationship is if somebody decides, one or the other, Mr. Margate or alternatively Mrs. Manchester, that if they are 100% in love, you see how I said that there? Love. You know, it's a real thing. They see they've got the old love hearts above their head and all that. The couple are madly in love. They're even thinking about wedding bells. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be something seismic like that. And what would happen then? One of the two, Mr. Margate or Mrs. Manchester, would have to decide where they're going to live. Is Mrs. Manchester going to up sticks and go down to Mr. Margate down on the south coast? Is she going to go down there? Or is Mr. Margate alternatively, is he going to up sticks and go to Manchester? He's going to have to give up his gaff and everything. If he's got a job, he's going to have to get a new job down in Manchester. You know what I'm getting at? Same with the lady. Mrs. Manchester, if she goes to Margate, she has to give up her gaff in Manchester, live in Margate. If she's got a little job, get herself another little job or whatever. But it's a thing. The thing is, this long distance relationships, yeah, it is not going to work. It's not going to work. Chemical, hang on. Oh no, sorry, Kaz is in. I think she's been in a hot country or something. I couldn't cope in Turkey heat when I've been. Oh, she don't like the hot weather. All right, darling, never mind. Keep cool, darling. Get the fan on, open your windows up or whatever. It's good to get outside and have a little walk, yeah? And so basically, I know I sound doom and gloomy, but putting aside the actual, we've covered the trolling element, you know, the trolling elements. Ladies, beware of YouTube trolls using YouTube as an alternative social media site to dating sites. Don't let these trolls try to charm you because they've got objective. They're objective, believe it or not. I don't want to be a party pooper. The trolls, guys who are trying to charm you are just trying to charm you to get their greasy mitts inside your Gucci handbag and have your coin away. Have your coin. Hoover up your coin. That's what it's all about. So be careful, ladies. Please be careful. Anyway, getting back onto the thing to wrap it up about the actual the real relationships, nothing to do with trolls. Any relationship on YouTube with YouTubers, like we were talking about, unless that happens that one person up sticks and moves in with the other person, whether they be the other end of the country or whatever, one or the other, Mr. or Mrs. One goes to one's gaff, gives up their gaff and goes to the other gaff. You know what I'm getting at? So basically that would be the commitment that would be required. I don't think it's going to happen with anybody on YouTube. I'll be very, very surprised. And the prediction is that if there is any relationships in the honeymoon period and all that stuff, they're not going to last. They're not going to last. And the thing about this YouTube is they will turn bitter when they split. When people split on this YouTube, I'm not talking about the troll relationships. I'm talking about if anybody's got these virtual type relationships that have developed into a real relationship, traveling back and forth, visiting each other. Once they split up, it will turn nasty. It will turn nasty. You've seen what this YouTube's like, isn't it? When these people, these lovers, when the lovers fall out. Whoa, when them lovers fall out. It is thunder and lightning. Oh, it's bad. It's bad, isn't it? Don't know what happened there with my voice. Yeah, but when they fall out, it's seismic, isn't it? It's like an earthquake, isn't it? You know, and it's going to come soon. I can see the prediction is there's going to be some of that stuff on YouTube. You know, where you get these couples that have. I'm just talking about people that when I'm referring to at the moment is people who have just met on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like where they've met in chats or whatever, and then they end up doing this virtual stuff, and then they end up meeting for real, and then they've got a little romantic liaison going on, travelling back and forth to each other's gaffs, all that sort of stuff, developing the romance, and then over a period of time, all that travelling back and forth, taking turns each, jumping on trains, that can become draining and, repetitive. And once the honeymoon period's over, the people that just meet on these little YouTube social media relationships, it won't last. It's impossible. It is impossible. Well, nothing's impossible, but it's improbable that they will continue. They will continue. No, they will continue. Good afternoon to the one and only opinionated Mo. How are you doing, darling? You all right? Hope all is well and the weather is nice in sunny Liverpool. Good afternoon to the Stevie Boy Billings from the Emerald Isle. Well known in the Dublin. Yes, the Dublin area. Hope them shamrocks are shining today. Anyway, I've done my best. I've done my best to alert the ladies that they have to watch. They have to watch these. Well, we covered the YouTube trolls, didn't we? As I say at the moment, that one of the key tactics they use at the moment is the virtual dinner. Now, ladies, if you start getting to that stage where you're online and you're talking on the telephone, you're talking on WhatsApp, you're talking on, what's the other thing? Instagram, and then you then go to the stage of the virtual dinners. The virtual dinners. This is a new one. The tactic of the trolls is very, very. They're very, very seasoned, sneaky people. Very, very seasoned, sneaky people, ladies. Watch out for these trolls. Once you get to the virtual dinners, you are in dangerous territory. Because I'm going to try in the next element from the online virtual dinner will be something along the lines of, oh, do you know when I got the steak for the dinner? Listen to this one. You know when I got the steak for the dinner yesterday? I got that, and then I thought I was going to get you I spotted a nice, let me think, what would a lady like? All right, I'm just going to make a hypothetical there. I spotted a nice little pair of designer sunglasses, darling. I think you'd look lovely in, darling, these sunglasses. And I tried to get them online. She goes, oh, what? Well, yeah. She's thinking she's going to get these sunglasses. Oh yeah, well, that's nice. That's nice. When oh, the only thing was my card was rejected. There was a fault, with the bank in that. Oh, she goes, oh, that's a shame, innit? Do you think you could? He goes, do you think you could? Do you think you could stand me? Could you stand me a couple of ton? Could you stand me a couple of ton, and I'll get right back to you with that lolly, yeah? And I'll get them glasses. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get the glasses, and you're not going to get the ton, yeah? You're not going to get it, darling, yeah? I'm just trying to keep these worldly wise, yeah? Is Gav B in the chat? Oh, good afternoon, Gav B. Hope you're well, sir. Keep up the good work with your recovery stuff and all that. Yeah? Don't let people get you down, mate. You know yourself, Gav, what you're doing, and that's the most important thing. You're only accountable to yourself, yeah? And don't worry what other people say, because what goes on around you does not affect you if you're doing you're on your journey, mate. You're on your journey, yeah. The only thing I would say to people on YouTube, if people are getting annoyed with words and all that sort of stuff, and all the froth in it, the froth and fervour that's going on YouTube is just think of this one thing. Does anything that happens on YouTube affect your life? When you're waking up in the morning, is it going to affect your life? And I don't think it affects hardly anybody's life at all, really. It's all about mind over matter. You know what I mean? So anyway, Gav, keep up the good work, sir. Keep it up for the people of Fife. I will do a greeting for the people of Fife. Before I go, my Fife accent is very good. Good afternoon there, doing the Kingdom of Fife. How are you doing there? I came for this wee place in the Kingdom of Fife. Kirkcaldy, is that in the Kingdom of Fife, Gav? Kirkcaldy? Aye, Kirkcaldy. They're all wee good people down in Kirkcaldy. I bet you're a wee guy as well for Kirkcaldy, ain't they? They're all wee guys in Kirkcaldy. We're all about 4 feet 2. Oh, 4 feet 2 in Kirkcaldy, man. Gav, do yourself a favour, mate, and get yourself, take your shoes and socks off, yeah? Look, take your shoes and socks off. And stand inside a grow bag. Get yourself a grow bag from the garden centre, yeah? Get yourself a grow bag from the garden centre. I think they're on special offer at the moment. And stand in the grow bag. Take your shoes and socks off and get in the grow bag, yeah? You will get you'll get a couple of inches out of that. You see how I was boosting Gav up and then I have that little cheap dig at him. Oh, I do apologise, Gav. I apologise profusely. Yeah, my patter's like water. My patter's like water. Yeah, my patter's like water today. Yeah, so basically, I think that's it. I think I've exhausted. I've exhausted the. I think I've exhausted anybody who was listening into this stuff. I tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go down the gym. Yeah, I'm going to chuck some weights about. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Gav's there, he'll give me a good boost, a big up. Like, he likes to keep on top of things and that. And you know what I mean? Like, yeah, good. These are all good people. Keep yourself positive, everybody, because you're a good bunch of people. Like, keep things positive. Yeah, get your guitar out today, more for yourself, and have a little strum. Have a little strum on the guitar. Yeah, have a little strum on the guitar. Kaz, yeah. Thank you, Kaz, darling. All right, I'm going to say good afternoon to the fantastic opinionated Kaz. The fantastic opinionated Mo, thank you, darling. The fantastic Pablo Escobar, the fantastic Stevie Boy Billings from the Emerald Isle, the fantastic Gav B from the Kingdom of Faith, the Kingdom of Faith. Big up the Gav B from the Kingdom of Faith. He's a good guy. And everybody, I think I've covered most people there. Thank you all for popping in, people. Have a great day, yeah? Be lucky. Oh, yeah, sorry, it was somebody called Blue Eyes. I'm trying. If I miss anybody out, apologies. And good afternoon to the Blue Eyes, I think it was. Let's see if I can see the thing. Whoa. Oh, Chemical Gases, good afternoon to you as well, sir. Have a wonderful day. Anybody else? Hang on a minute, is that Liam Carty? Hang on, just before I go, I just spotted that there. I got the guy himself. The guy himself, where is he? I'm out, Johnny. You aren't catching me out, Mr. England style. How? When is we have to get Liam Carty, yeah? I call these two the debaters. You know, the debaters, because they are like they've got a rivalry. They've got a rivalry, yeah. You got Liam Carty and you got Engie. He calls him Engie, innit? You know, Enoch. I think he calls himself Enoch Al England. Enoch Al England or something. But you've got Mr. Carty. He's one of the top debaters. And he's debating with his rival, his Oppo, Engie. He calls him Engie. I think you two, you have to come into this. You have to come in the chat and have a back and forth. They're quite funny. They're quite funny when they start on. He's a master of the quip. You know, the funny liners. Liam Carty, I would say, he's right up there at the top of the funny liners, isn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Engie's a bit of a, how can I put it? Engie, I don't know. I'd have to ask Liam Carty what the words to describe Engie. You know, Engie is his Engie is his rival. Engie is his Engie is his number one rival. But maybe we might have maybe we might have the opportunity of seeing Liam Carty top debater and his rival Engie. We might see Liam Carty and Engie in the chat. Yeah. All right, people, I'm going to go now. Big shout out to everybody. Yeah. Oh yes, big shout out to everybody. Yeah. All right, have a great day, people. Yeah. Have a great afternoon, evening, night. Be lucky and stay blessed. Catch you later, my people. Bye for now. Did I say goodbye to Pablo Escobar? I think I slipped up there. And goodbye to Pablo Escobar as well, too. Bye for now.